off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride. For my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80!
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go. 180! I got
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line. Here we go. He's checking quick.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rosen. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They're going on 4th down. Rosen under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
65, 65, 65.
White.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52, say hi.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Here we go. 180!
56.
Get that quarterback, D-Line! Get that quarterback, D-Line!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. 21.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Hey, alert!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down.
Here we go.
Now Rosen on first down, trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You don't want no problem
A
for me.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Under 10. Shift. Alert.
36.
We got double up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Let's get it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rapid. 56.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Rosen will throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Rosen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the out.
Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
13.
56 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Let's see what you got.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Check that one, Mike 52 right here.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, alert.
And now it's Rosen looking. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
You.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Taken at about the 36. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Garoppolo now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Here we go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
He's not going to get me.
To throw is Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Push him back.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On second and goal, Rosen flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 56.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Check 56. On the ball.
From the 41, Garoppolo, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Toss play, Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Motion man. Watch 12. Watch 12.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's a party now.
21.
Check safety. Check three.
21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll look to throw. This caught by the tight end Cross. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Here's Rosen. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alpha.
3 bud. 54, right there.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go. 180.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Here we go. 180.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Atlanta, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.